I'm in the northern Italy, and today I will take out the Neoplan Skyliner, and this have the new dashboard. Every time Neoplan is making a demo vehicle, they are making it with pride. Look at the design at this Allwater edition. The coach is made of a dedication for the man that started Neoplan, and the design looks beautiful. The Skyliner was actually the pioneer of double-decker coaches in Europe, and the design outside is great, but now the driver compartment is upgraded, and I am very curious to go behind the steering wheel to try it out. Again, welcome to Italy. Let's take out on the road the Neoplan Skyliner. Welcome on board to the brand new Neoplan Skyliner. And this is the first time I'm seeing it with the new dashboard that came out in 2024, which gives this model the name Model Year 2024, even though the bus is from 2025. So I have to fasten my seatbelt, and now I will get to know a little bit in this area. I'm used to this coach because I was doing the project with MAN, the coach to coast, and then I was one of the first one ever to drive a MAN Lions coach with this new dashboard. But now I have it with a Neoplan logo in the steering wheel. I'm really excited about this. You know, Neoplan Skyliner has been on the market forever, and this is the proudness for MAN and Neoplan. It's the biggest coach they deliver, and now they have put all the effort to make the coach from a great coach to the perfect coach. And now I want to find out, is it a perfect coach? Steering wheel is extremely nice to hold, and I can't wait to go out on the road to actually try it. Now they have a better steering, it's light and nice, and I want to go and see how stable it gets when I go out on the road. I have a manual side window here. Quite nice size on the side window, even though it's a double-decker. They even lowered the side panel here. I get more vision down to my left, and it creates a lighter environment down here because you have your roof just above your head. And what more can you do? You are limited on space, but still I feel I have a lot of vision from my point of view. We have a manual little curtain here, and to my left I have buttons to adjust the curtain in front of me. And when I take it up again, I can just give it one push, and you hear it rises up all by itself. For those of you that didn't drive the MAN or the Neoplan with the model year 2024 yet, now we have something new in the vehicle called Smart Select. And this is a two-wheel system to control everything on the multimedia system. So if you want to turn on your radio, if you want to have your navigation, whatever you want to control, you will use the Smart Select system. And if you want to go into the vehicle's menus, then you have all your menu systems on the multifunction steering wheel. You have so many things you can control by the steering wheel, and everything is displayed in this new digital perfect display. And I really like this display because now it's counterclockwise. The speedometer goes this way and the RPM meter goes this way. It's beautiful. They really use the space to create a better environment and a better and more clean display for you as a driver. Combined with this new dashboard, it's a beautiful driver's area. But one thing I'm disappointed at. I'm now seated as far back to the wall as possible. It's very narrow. See now, because I can adjust the steering wheel, I can push a button here on the side. I cannot get it more up. I cannot. And I wish, okay, I can lift it that way. So I can, but it's, there is something here that is not for me 100%. And now when I go out, and my Smart Select is here, I have to take in the handle. It is a bit narrow. See now, I'm so tall. For me, I wish it was more space to the back wall. Of course, there is a stair here. I understand the problem. But last time I drove the Neoplan, then we had the massage seats and everything, 2+1 seat solution. I said, this is the perfect coach for a passenger. But the only one suffering a little bit is the driver, because the lack of space here in the front. And then they promised me, oh, but with the next generation we will have more space. Maybe they can if they have the staircase on the other side, because that's an option. But on this model, when the staircase is behind the driver, For me at least, it is too narrow. I want to drive. Drive on the Italian highways. Just find the right position. I think I got it. And it's so beautiful. The special edition, all water, perfect design, sun is shining. I will put my transmission into drive. The MAN Tipmatic 12-step automated manual transmission. And now my handbrake is activated. But see now, when I don't push it, I don't do anything with the handbrake. I just released my foot from the brake pedal and I put the throttle down and we're rolling. This is my favorite feature and the privilege of driving an electronic handbrake. I really love when it starts by itself. It's incredible to use the steering wheel, and the pedals are very responsive, and I can use the retarder. When I come into the roundabout now, I can just push down the retarder, 2 steps. Oh, it's smooth. And the sound of the blinker is very subtle. Nothing here takes away your attention. The only thing you feel is pure pleasure of driving. And even though I said in the beginning of the video that it is a little tiny bit narrow in the front here, I don't mind, because when I'm seated, I am seated comfortably. It's a really pleasurable position when I'm first in my seat. It's just that it's a bit narrow to come in and out. And the noise level, I'm sitting basically on the axle. I don't hear anything. Now we have to cross one of the toll roads in Italy. And one thing for sure, they didn't modernize for a couple of years. Here you still have to go into a pay booth and it's super duper narrow. But I have digital mirrors. Look now how modern a toll road system works in Italy. Open up your window, push a button, take a ticket, and drive. I think this could be done more efficiently. And this is also a very safe coach to drive because you have a lot of safety features. If I drive on the highway and I touch the white line, I get a vibration in the seat to tell me I'm out of the lane. If I'm driving too close to the vehicle, I will get a signal in the dashboard, and after a while, I will also get a sound warning me I'm too close to the car. I will also get a message if I'm getting too tired, if the vehicle recognizes that I'm not focusing well. So this vehicle is full of safety features to make the ride as me as a driver much more safe. And if the driver is safe, well, then the passenger is also in very good hands. I'm impressed by the mirrors from MAN and Neoplan here. They are very nice to use. I have the wide angle version on top here. Some digital mirrors have the wide angle screen below, but here the wide angle is on top. That gives me a better clear vision to the standing mirror, which is in my eye height. So I don't have to adjust my head too much to find where I have my side walls of the vehicle. And you know, it's so comfortable to drive, so it's hard to know the speed. You don't have the sound and vibration, so this turn I took it too fast because I didn't feel the motion. It's extremely steady on the road. It has the D26 engine with 520 horsepower, and I can tell you, this is a big coach and it feels extremely powerful. It is 14 meters long and it has 81 seats inside, and the total height is 4 meters. This is a premium coach, the top-notch double-decker from MAN and Neoplan. This is a pleasure to drive. I'm on the highway, the speed is 90 km/h, and still it's silent in here. No vibration, I can hear the people in the back whispering. It's very soft and quiet. Neoplan have done a great job producing this coach, and it's incredible because I'm basically sitting on the chassis. I'm so low down to the floor. It's like a city bus, but there you hear all the vibration and all the noise. Here it's dead quiet. So let's try to use the cruise controller. On the left menu on the steering wheel, I have the controller for the cruise control, and if I now push this little scrolling wheel, I set my speed. So right now it's in 88 km/h. If I want to increase the speed, I can just push the little wheel upwards. If I want to decrease the speed, I can push it downwards, And if I want to cancel the cruise control, I just push the off button. I can control how much distance I want to the vehicle in front of me, and I can also decide how much I want to roll over the speed if I'm going downhill. So it's a very good tool, and you will learn how to use this tool very quickly because it's very intuitive. Normally I don't use the cruise controller, but when I'm driving on highways like this, it's very nice to just put it on cruise and enjoy life. So right now I'm driving in Italy. I'm surrounded by big car manufacturers. It's history everywhere I turn. The location is Modena, and here we have Ferrari, we have Lamborghini, we have Maserati, we have Ducati, and it's several manufacturers in this area. In previous times there was also bus production here with Barbie. Everywhere I turn, I feel there is a cornerstone factory for a bus or car manufacturer. And now we are here with the Coach Eurotest 2025, and the aim is to find the Coach of the Year for 2026. Look at the design, it's beautiful, and not only it's beautiful, and the design team have done a great job painting this coach. And if you see on the design, it's all-water edition, and this is to celebrate the founder of Neoplan. And we are now driving a Skyliner in 2025, but this is the 58th year of Skyliner, and I feel proud to be able to make this video to show you how beautiful this is. And you know, the Skyliner was a pioneer in the double-decker world. They came first with the technology, they came first with a good design, and today still they are one of the most important players on the market for double-decker coaches. And I can't say it's any worse today. Inside you have beautiful interior lights. You can change the LEDs in all the colors you want. You have glass roof. You have big windows on the side. When you're sitting next to the window, there is even an extra part of window to give more light into your cabin. And if you look up in the glass roof, you can see all the beautiful mountains. You can see the weather, the rain, the sun, the snow, everything you need. And downstairs, you have toilets, you have a kitchen, and you also have a conference area, TV screens. Even here in the front, there is a guide seat and 2 chairs. It's a tiny little TV screen in the top, even for those 3 people sitting in the front here. They have thought of everything. And now I'm driving here in this motor valley with all this history of automotive industry. And now I'm driving a beautiful piece of motor engineering. It's not from Italy, but still, when we take this German piece of engineering down to Italy, I'm sure they will turn around and look after us, because it is a beautiful piece of art. Hello, hello, okay, hello, 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 hello. Does this work then? Hello there, hello, hello. I just wonder when a bus manufacturer can make a microphone system that works. This is a general problem. When we are a coach driver, there is always a guide with, or you have to talk with somebody. And if this doesn't work, it's unfunctional. But why cannot things just work by clicking on the button? So I think MAN still have a way to go to make this workflow efficient, because now we have been standing still for 15 minutes trying to turn off the radio and turn on the microphone. So now I put an expert behind the wheel. Hello, Heinrich.
Hello.
And if I now turn on the radio, no, the microphone, now it works. It is functioning. You need to go into the system to make it work. But still, just make it by a knob on the dashboard and things will be so easier for everyone. And now this microphone also works. And what would a double-decker be without the passenger compartment? I want to take you a little round tour through the bus. Hello, what's happening here? Here's the boss himself.
Okay.
Don't be sorry, you made a great coach.
I leave this.
Heinz is always present on these events, always a pleasure to be around. This is the first floor, and as you can see, the staircase is behind the driver, the Greek driver of Basilis. And when you have the staircase on the right, you will have 2 front seats here. It's also a guide seat all the way in the front. As you can see, it is a bit narrow here in the first floor, but that doesn't matter that much because there is not so many people walking in this aisle. People will mostly go up where the most seats are. Here we have 2 seating groups. 8 seats can sit here in the conference solution. In the wall we have a TV screen. And the other wall has a beautiful Neoplan logo. And look, there is even space for your little hat. Look, I can take my little caps here and leave it there. But don't try to leave your suitcase there. It will be too small. Here we have working people. Look how hard they're working, or hardly working, at least him. And if you have been drinking too much water, well, you can always go in here to the loo. This is a very spacious first floor of a coach, because here you also have a storage compartment. And there you can have full height of this compartment. You can leave stuff that you want to. And look here, it's a kitchen with lighting, water flowing with cold and warm water. But what's a double-decker without the upper floor? Let's check it out. Ah, the Skyliner logo looks beautiful. And here we see Sebastian working a lot. One of the press people in MAN, the one and only. And I have to try one of the seats. And of course also fasten my seatbelt. 2-point seatbelt, comfortable. And here I'm very happy to sit. I really like the detail of the Skyliner because you have the upper window above the main window. So you get more light in. It feels more spacious. Everything looks premium and nice. And see here, I have an armrest. I can recline my seat quite a lot. And now I get the full vision from the glass roof. The sun is coming in, but it's not affecting me. I'm not sitting here and cannot see anything. Even though the sun is directly above my head, it's no problem for my eyes. But the glass roof stops here at the second last row. And this is because we got the climate system on the back side of this coach. And there is 2 individual climate systems inside the Skyliner. One independent system on the upper floor, which is placed in the back of the vehicle, and one independent air conditioning system downstairs, which is placed in front of the vehicle, which means you will always have a controlled climate on board this coach. And right now it's 26 degrees outside. The sun is there and it's beautiful temperature inside this bus. So this is unique. Skyliner is the only double-decker that will offer you a dual climate control system. And look now, when we came into the tunnel, the blue LED lights came on. It's just like the automatic headlights. Now, when we go into a darker area, the blue LED lights come in. At the moment, the colors are blue, but you can change them in all the colors of the rainbow. This is a very nice and sleek interior. So in this model we are sitting in right now, it's 81 passenger seats. 20 is in the first floor and 61 seats are here on the upper floor. It is only 4 seats in the back, and there is also good space for the passengers to see in front of the vehicle. You know, in the double-decker, the most popular seat is always the first row. But you can configure this coach as you want to. 2+1 seats, or you can have conference area even upstairs. And we have even tested a Skyliner with massage in the seat. It's up to you how to configure this coach. So then you can charge your phone here with a USB-A or C plug, get some massage, have a drink, just enjoy the views of this beautiful coach. And when you're traveling with 81 passengers in the vehicle, it will be normal that they will have some luggage. And here you will have an 8.2 cubic meter luggage capacity room. You can even have 2 cubic on the upper shelf if you want to stuff them with everything you like. Of course, if you need more luggage than that, you need to have a trailer. Or you can click on an extra luggage compartment in the back of the coach. And after a long day of driving, you can go down to your driver compartment to take a rest. It's not allowed to use it while driving. It's not all coach companies that needs a double-decker. They're quite big, they requires more cleaning, it's more seats, it's 2 floors, it's a bit lower, you have to bend down if you are tall as me. But if you need a double-decker, I will assure you that the Neoplan Skyliner is a very good option for you to have. It's comfortable to drive. It's comfortable to be a passenger. The fuel consumption is quite good. Right now we have 27 liters per 100 kilometers. That's not so bad. 2 axle versions of coaches, lighter coaches, can sometimes use even more. So this is a very sensible consumption. And this is also after having more than 20 journalists from all over Europe with different driving styles, up and down hills, start and stops. This is a very sensible consumption. The comfort is high for the passenger. You can configure this coach exactly how you want it. 2+1, 2+2, you can have many seats, you can have few seats, you can have conference areas, TV screens. And I know MAN Bus and Coach and Neoplan, they always love to spec some cool coaches. I'm sure they can make a party bus out of this. So I'm so happy to, almost 60 years after the introduction of the Skyliner, I'm able to drive a brand new version of it with new technology, with a great design, but still we see some challenges. I would love this software system to be even easier to use for the driver. Why can't we just have a knob for volume, for example, for the radio? But you have to go into the menu settings to actually control the volume on an easy way. And the microphone doesn't work when you just turn it on. This is not just for MAN. I just wish multimedia systems were easier, because how many bus drivers are educated as engineers? They are bus drivers, and many are maybe old, 60, maybe even 70 years old, and they don't have an education in technology. They just want to turn on a microphone to make it work. It shouldn't be harder than that. This has been a privilege to drive. Thank you so much, MAN, for letting me behind the steering wheel, and I hope we can do a bigger road test with this, maybe go up in the Alps, or maybe you're more than welcome to come to Norway and I will take you on a big, great road trip in my home country. Thank you so much for watching the video here today. And if you like what you see, click down here. The button is called subscribe, and then you will see all the future videos from us in Bussmagasinet. Until next time, drive safely. Have a great day.